I'm just gonna assume that we are live. Let me just double check, make sure that it kicks in. It says excellent connection. I don't know what happened the first time. It said insert ads earning money. Yeah, I guess we are. Let me just double check, make sure that it kicks in. It says excellent connection. Yeah. I don't know what happened the first time. It said. I don't know what the hell happened, but we were in the middle of talking. I was in the middle of talking about the next topic, which was about Miss Marvel. I said it was going to be spoilers, so if you don't want to watch that, if you're the guy who hacked our stream and like I don't want spoilers, then all right, just don't watch. But I was talking about Miss Marvel. What I was saying was that you could pretty much skip half of this, well, a little less than half of it. About 2/3 of it is all you need. It was all that's needed. I think episode 1, episode 2, episode 4, I believe, the one where she went back in time, and but not the majority of that. A lot of that could have been trimmed as well. And the last episode. This could have been a movie. Though I love the series, though. Where I rank it, I just put up a video on the channel where me and Daniel, we were talking about where we ranked all the Disney Plus Marvel series so far, and this was before we finished out Ms. Marvel, so we don't know where that's going to rank, but if I was to say, I would, it's probably like one of my, maybe around 4th favorite. There's some little reasons why I still rank Falcon and Winter Soldier so high is only because of the fact that they went in with the race thing, and they also did a lot of that too for Ms. Marvel. They weren't shy, and they didn't hide anything about what was going on with how Muslim people and Pakistani people and in general are treated in this country. Mosques are treated in this country. So I appreciated that, and I learned a lot. So, but other than that, though, yeah, Ms. Marvel, that show. It did a great job. I love the way it ended it off. I still have my theories about her powers based on how it ended. And speaking of how it ended, look, after a damn dog out there, look, skipping forward to the big surprise. Again, spoilers if you have not seen it, guys. This moment right here at the end of the episode when Bruno said that he matched her DNA against families because her brother was curious on, hey, do I have any powers? Am I able to do this with the bracelet and stuff like that too? Like, it made sense. It's like, oh, let's check it out. Like, no, none of your family members, and I love the Kamala Khan family in this series. They were great. They worked real good together. They were the best parts of the series, especially the brother. But he said the word, man. He said it. And this is the first time they mentioned it. Mutation. You have a mutation. So the slow introduction to mutants. Now everybody's like wondering, like, whoa, wait. We saw Professor X. Yeah. In the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah. In another universe. They didn't even, you heard the theme music, but you heard the theme music here too. But they said the word. Mutation. They said it. I think there's something else where they said it in another movie too. But it wasn't, they didn't put so much emphasis on it. And they damn sure didn't do what they did in Multiverse of Madness when Professor X came out on this floating chair and the old X-Men theme music played. They did it again. So they said the word, and spoilers for you guys for joining. I'm talking spoilers, so be careful. They said the word, and they played the music. So it's interesting that Kamala Khan, and a Disney Plus series at that, is the first to introduce or slowly start to introduce mutants in the MCU. I didn't see that coming. And a lot of people are going to be like, is it even worthy of being the one? Who cares? It's here. Be happy. Don't be those bastards that like, no, he shouldn't have put it. He should have put it in Multiverse of Madness. It would have made sense. But based on how this ended, based on how Shang-Chi ended, with what's going on with these, with the 10 rings, with this bracelet here, Captain Marvel said she was going to be looking into it. Now, speaking about Captain Marvel, another spoiler alert. at the end of the episode, we saw Carol Danvers got zapped into her biggest fan's room. Something happened with the bracelet, and I assume what we saw was wherever Carol Danvers is now where Kamala Khan is. They swapped places. Why that bracelet was able to do that? Is it enchanted with the Mind Stone or something like that? I don't know. But for some reason, it was able to tap into her biggest fan and make them swap places. And look how good Brie Larson look. I know all those haters from that other video that I did, or that particular hater, what's her name with the red hair, always pointing, Brie Larson. Oh, I'm sure your favorite harpy is on her channel trying to grift some money off of her fake hate. When she saw it come, she probably didn't even watch Ms. Marvel for a bunch of racist reasons. But look how good Brie Larson looks right there. Hall pass, I think. Can I get a hall pass, babe? I don't think she's home. Baby, you home? Can I get a hall pass? Okay, I think she said yeah. Brie Larson, man. Got to be more careful. Obviously, this is going to lead into what we're going to see with the Marvels movie with Captain Marvel 2. What I'm assuming is, because of the worried look on her face, especially right here, look how worried she is. If I'm back on Earth, then I need to get back to where I was. Why am I in this person's room? She's probably going to run downstairs, bump into Kamala Khan's family, and like, whoa, it's our daughter's favorite person. Hey. Well, Kamala was just in her room a second ago. Where did you come from? I came from that room. Did you see our daughter? She's going to be like, no. They're going to figure it out. We probably swap places. And I'm pretty sure Brie Larson's going to say something like, if we swap places, your daughter is in danger. I got to get out there. And then obviously it's got to introduce Monica Rambeau, get her daughter back into the mix as well. So I'm assuming, if I was just writing it, I'm just writing it in my head, right? I'm not gonna speculate too much and expect but this is what I'm betting on. Her powers are probably not working that great. Her powers are probably zapped, or something's wrong with her powers. She can't get out there. She knows wherever she just was, that's where Kamala Khan is now because of the swap, and Kamala Khan is in danger. And I got to get back out there. My powers are messed up. My powers are janky. Who can she turn to? Turn to her old friend. Her friend obviously passed away. We saw that in WandaVision. But the daughter's still alive. And now she's superpowered. So they're going to get together and probably go out to go find Kamala Khan and save her. Another prediction that I have. By the end of that movie, when they tap into the fact that she has a mutation, the fact that the bracelet was able to connect with her family, her past, and being the jinn and everything from that realm. What does this mean about the people from that realm? What does this mean about other mutants? Does this mean that there are other... I mean, with explaining that the jinn have been in our civilization for so long, can kind of give a mutant history a little bit, maybe not. But I'm assuming that by the end of that movie, the Marvels movie, that she won't need the bracelet or have the bracelet anymore. Her mutant gene with her stretch powers will be fully activated, and by the end of the movie, she'll just have her stretching powers, and she won't be cosmic anymore. That's my prediction. I feel like that's the only explanation I can think of, and why they gave her these cosmic powers in the first place. They had to link it to other fantastical things to probably introduce things like the X-Men, stuff like that. Who knows? I don't know. That's just me speculating. Let me know what you guys think about that. But it was a great series. Where I rank it, like I said, probably 4th place overall. Go check out my ranking of Ms. Marvel. The Marvel Cinematic Universe's TV shows on Disney Plus. And go check that out with me and Daniel. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode, the series as a whole. I loved it. I thought it was great. Thought it was cute. But I also feel like there was a lot of filler stuff. Episode 1 and 2 and 4 and 6 were the only ones you really needed. Everything else was just noise. or could have been done differently. Could have been a movie. It just could have been a movie. All right, moving on to the next topic. I'm still pissed off on why the stream ended like that and what the hell happened. It just everything froze and everything shut down. I don't know what the hell happened. It pissed me off, man. So I'm a little thrown off right then. I hate that crap. It really pisses me off. Moving on to the next topic. Comicpalooza, guys. So this week, Comicpalooza in Houston, Texas is happening. I got invited to cover it. I'm going to be there with Daniel Dyer. We're going to be representing T3 Media Studios, and I'm going to be covering the event. I'm going to be looking out for you guys who love and do cosplay. So look out for us. We'll be looking for you. I want to talk to cosplayers out there. I want to talk to I want to get as many interviews as I possibly can. It probably won't be able to get one-on-one interviews, but I think I will be, with our press credentials, be able to cover when celebrities who have discussions and things like that. So I'll be able to let you know and record what I can and bring it to you guys either through the blog or right here on the channel. So speaking of which, let me see something really fast. So look out for that. I'm hoping to bring you as much news and content as I can from that event. So like I said, Comicpalooza, let me fix that, in Houston, Texas, July 15th through the 17th. I will be there. We will be there. Me and Daniel will be covering as much as we can. We will bring it to you either through Instagram, through YouTube, and on our blog as well. So look out for that. If you are a cosplayer, if you are going to be there, look for us. We want to talk to you. We want to look at your costumes, your history in cosplaying, what brought you out there, why you love it so much, and get your guys. I'm excited about this. It's my first time, man, breaking the cosplay comic book convention cherry. So I'm going to be enjoying that. So look out for that. And thank you, Comicpalooza, for inviting our outlet to cover the event. Looking forward to it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you want to give me the heads up to look out for you, hit me up on social media, and I'll be looking out for you guys. All right. Next topic is about. So this came in from, I believe it was Deadline, if I'm not mistaken, that Coolio will not be returning for Wakanda Forever. It's already. I got my reservations how I feel about how they're moving forward with. I am on the train of they should have recast T'Challa. If they made this a prequel, or the only thing that makes sense is if this movie is dedicated, Black Panther 2 is dedicated during the snap. That will explain why a lot of people are missing, especially T'Challa, because he was snapped. But you gotta recast, man. I mean, because T'Challa's story is important. And I don't care what anybody says, whoever the villain is, whatever is going on, this movie was probably supposed to take place after the snap. And whoever the villain is that's going to be during this time period or whatever this movie is about was probably going to face T'Challa. Because I know for a fact that that's what Kevin Feige had planned. He has a 5-year plan. You can't tell me that he didn't plan for a possible trilogy for Black Panther. There's no way. So this came in from Deadline. I'm sorry, I'm already pissed off about it, but it's just other things. Daniel Coolio won't reprise his role, Black Panther role, in Disney's and Marvel's anticipated sequel, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Deadline can confirm the Oscar winner excited to protect due to conflict. The Oscar winner exited the project due to conflict with scheduling on Jordan Peele's horror Nope. So, look, I'm sure maybe this is all true, but wasn't he also doing another project while he was doing Black Panther? Wasn't he doing another Jordan Peele movie? And these guys, they schedule. I just don't. I don't buy. I just maybe, but if it was during the snap, I mean, only if the storyline is during the snap, it's the only thing that makes it easier to deal with, because you won't have to worry about explaining where he is, where he's just say he got snapped. So, is it a with Chadwick being gone? To me, this is another big blow to being worried about this movie, because I would even though the way obviously his character being imprisoned after betraying the king, but you need as many heavy hitters as you can get for Black Panther. With Chadwick being gone, you move mountains to make sure that this brother can get on the set. Why was... I don't get it. Him not being in it, it kills me, man. I'm not saying that... Of course I'm going to watch the movie. Of course I'm excited about it. But with them not recasting, I'm just upset that T'Challa's story won't be finished off the way it was probably intended. And I'm sorry. I'm going to always be upset with that. The BS that only Chadwick can play. I mean, that's like saying only Christopher Reeves can be Superman. Or only Jack Nicholas could be the Joker. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, the T'Challa character existed before Chadwick was even born. I love Chadwick. But this whole thing about only he can do it it's never true with any actor, because there's always different interpretations, different ways you can write the character, and different ways to do it that justify why a character will have to be rebooted or recast. Now, obviously, his death was not in the cards. Nobody wanted that. Nobody predicted that. And he did the best that he could to keep pushing forward, soldiering on the way he did, even though he was in pain. And I get real passionate about talking about Chadwick, man. But Coolio not being in it also is now another hit, and why I'm not that thrilled. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to support it, and I hope it's good. But I am going to feel the how light this movie is without these heavy hitters in it. I'm going to feel it. You're going to feel it. It goes without saying. I'm concerned, man, and I don't know. I'm hoping. Look, either way it goes, this movie is probably not going to make whatever it would have made if Chadwick was still alive, or if they recast, or if with Coolio being in it. The story hopefully has got to be something so amazing, and they do something we've never seen before. Because if this movie makes $1 less than, and it's not about the dollars. I mean, it's probably going to make a bit, but it's not really about the money. It's about the story. But I'm telling you, all those assholes out there, if this movie makes $1 less than the first one, Marvel failed. That's all you're going to hear. Marvel failed. What's going on, Phase 4? What's going on, baby? You're struggling. Hard times, brothers. Oh, was it too woke? Look, all that bullshit. You're going to hear all of that bullshit. It's all you're going to hear from people. I feel like too many things are happening to this movie to the point where the way Wakanda Forever is going to be received, it's going to probably force Kevin Feige's hand to make a change. He's going to go back to his original plan. We're going to bring back T'Challa, and we're going to go forward with our original storyline, which is what we should have did in the first place. And I think how Wakanda Forever is treated, I'm not going to say received, treated, because it's going to be bashed. no matter what. You're gonna, because hearing Chadwick Boseman's voice in What If made people want T'Challa. But they smarter people smarter people than I am up there at Marvel. So let me know what you guys think. Are you still on board with not recasting T'Challa? How do you feel about the fact that Wakabi will not have a presence in it? It's probably going to be due to the snap if they have the timeline during that time. So it's going to probably make sense. But I don't buy the whole scheduling thing. But that's just me. So let me know what you guys think. Put it in the box below and let's talk about it in an upcoming episode. What is R&R? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix that. Robes, Reviews and Robes. That's what it stands for. We have another new channel. See, so as you know, we're doing the rundown here on the T3 Media Studios channel. We have other shows as well. There's been a lot of issues with the changes, and me and Sean said we're going to do a whole what happened video about the ups and downs and the changes that happened on this channel. We're going to talk about all of that. But I jacked up the algorithm bad, so I decided to remove the entertainment news part of what this channel is and disassociate it from the talking through the movies, what this originally was. And I recreated talking through the movies. So if you're watching this, go subscribe to Talking Through the Movies. This is where we're going to talk. That's all the mainly movie discussions, in-depth, nerdy, geeked out movie discussion. Not how I do it here on the rundown, but just like me and Sean, just going back to basics, just talking about wouldn't it be cool if, and those kinds of discussions, what we used to do back in the day. If you go, and you can see our old Talking Through the Movie discussions here on this channel as well, the retro reviews and things like that we used to do. It's going back to that again. Movie reviews from right out of the movie theater, things like that. So anything movie review related mostly, or movie heavy discussions about current, present, and future movies. It's going to be happening on Talking Through the Movies channel. Television will happen on Reviews and Robes. Me and my wife, we love watching TV shows together, and we love to give you guys reviews here on the channel. We love watching TV in our bedroom, among other things that we like to do in our bedroom. And we like to, we wear our robes, so R&R. That's what it stands for. Reviews in Robes. So we're going to give you our TV talk discussions and things like that while wearing robes. And do it on that channel. So subscribe to us. Subscribe to Talking to the Movies. Subscribe to Reviews and Robes with me and Joy. And I'm thinking the first couple episodes, we're going to review that How to Build a Sex Room thing that's coming up on Netflix. So look out for that. R&R. A little kickback and enjoy a little rest and relaxation with Chris and Joy. Reviews and Robes, baby. It's going to get hot. I don't think you're ready for it, man. I don't think you're ready. All right, moving on. Let me know what you guys think about Reviews and Robes. Go follow the channel. Go look out for it. Me and Joy will be on there pretty soon with some new content. But for now, you can enjoy the old school stuff from this channel, either here on the T3 Media channel or on the playlist there on Reviews and Robes. That's R&R, baby. Check it out. All right. Amber Heard back in the hospital. No. Amber Heard back in the news again. Why, you may ask? Because I don't care, Chris. Yes, you do. You want to know why. You want to know why you want to know? Let me tell you why. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sorry. Let me pull it out again. Where is it? Where is it? I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's go. Oh, yes, right. I forgot. I had to reboot my whole. I had to reboot everything because the stream shut down. Let's go with. I don't want USA there because I think they're gonna make me try to subscribe or something. Let's have seen it. All right. And where's Chris? You might ask. Where am I? That's not me. Where the hell am I? Where's my camera at, man? I won't. No. All right, I'll just leave it there. because I don't got time to fix that whole thing. Okay, Amber Heard post-trial motion in case against Johnny Depp denied by judge. What she tried to do was Amber Heard went out of her way to try to get the judgment dismissed again because she broke. She can't afford to pay. She went all out of her way getting the insurance companies to fund her trial because she just knew she was gonna win $50 million. I'm gonna get paid, is what she said. Then, no, you won $2 million, but Johnny got a little bit more than that, didn't he? He balanced out around about $10 million. Right? So now Amber Heard is in debt after paying her lawyers that would have been covered by her insurance. It turns out she waived that because I'm gonna get paid, baby. I'm the face of the women's movement, baby. Johnny's going fucking down, son. Like she just knew it. She knew she was gonna win. So she waived free lawyers that was offered to her from her insurance companies to pay for out of pocket the lawyer team that she got, which got laughed out of the courtroom. And now, according to the news, a Virginia judge denied several post-trial motions Amber Heard filed in an attempt to fight the jury verdict handed down in the defamation case with her ex-husband Johnny Depp. After a week-long trial, a jury in June awarded $15 million in damages to Depp and only $2 million to Heard in their reparations defamation lawsuit. Attorneys for Heard petitioned for a new trial, claiming that information on the jury panel lists sent to counsels ahead of the trial did not appear to match the demographic of the ones of the jurors, and so compromise Heard's right to due process. Judge Pinay Asghari said, if I'm saying that right, in the court order filed Wednesday that Heard's right to due process were not affected because no fraud or wrongdoing occurred in the jury selection process. The jury was vetted, set for the entire jury, deliberated, and reached a verdict. The only verdict before this court is that this jury and all jurors followed their oaths and the court instructions and orders. This court is bound by the competent decision of the jury. I'm not a competent reader, obviously. The judge wrote, if Heard's legal team had an issue with the jury selection process, they should have addressed it during the weeks-long trial. Which I agree. Look, Amber Heard is broke AF. And Sugar Daddy ain't gonna help because he got to pay $1 billion to Twitter. So Amber's she's wasting more money BSing with Johnny Depp instead of just moving forward. Johnny Depp is the only one moving forward with his life, not even mentioning Amber Heard. She is the one who claimed that she wanted to put this all behind her and still keeps putting her name out there, bringing up Johnny Depp. It keeps going and going and going. So Amber is a piece of work, guys. I'm not surprised. Look, Amber Heard, your career is probably over. You're trying to stay relevant. All these moves, you want a sliver of a chance of a comeback? Stop all of this. Do what you can to raise that money and pay it and just go. That's the only thing you can be able to do to get out of this. Otherwise, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse because nobody wants to hear you. Nobody wants to see you. I doubt that you will be on that many junkets for Aquaman 2. It's going to get rough. The more you keep trying to drag this out because you know this was it. If you didn't win this, it was going to be hard to get work. Even if you won, it probably was going to get hard to get work. So losing really made that difficult. So, but you want to stop the bleeding? Stop. Just stop. Stop doing all this running. Your heart rate is up too much. The blood it can't clot. It won't clot because you're doing too much. Slow the fuck down. That's all I gotta say, Amber Heard. You look good though, man. You're pretty. messed something up. Let me go back. So I was talking earlier about new shows with the R&R. There's also other new shows on the panel, on the channel, and you guys might have noticed there's some familiar faces coming back to the channel. Obviously with me and two others. Check it out. So, courtesy of T3 Media Studios, you like that? The new show is obviously what you see right here, The Rundown. We also have a new old show, The Rant Over Show, Tiffany Castleberry's Rant Over Show, where she just, I mean, when me and Tiff talk, we just go off on various topics. So it can be an hour. I mean, the show, the topic could start off with politics. It won't, because this is not a political show anymore. I might go into politics with somebody, but not yet. Maybe. Let's see how these shows do first. But it can start with that, and then just like the last episode, it started off with something serious, and it ended up with Fraggle Rock. But Sarah Catherine the Red, we enjoy doing these game type of shows, so we're gonna go back into that. So look out for And Now This coming soon from Sarah Catherine the Red. It's gonna be a game show, movie trivia, stuff like that. So we're gonna have she is going to have guests on her show. I'll be just contenders. So think of Nickelodeon. The way she put it, like, think of Nickelodeon back in the day, those old game shows. Think of that. That's how crazy she wants her show to be. So look out for that. It'll be right here on the T3 Media's network. If you have any questions, you got any comments, you got any concerns, if you want to be on any of these shows, if you, as a guest, you want to rant with Tiffany, or if you want to be a contestant on the And Now This, ANT. That's the acronym, ANT. If you want to be on the ANT show with Sarah Catherine Red, hit us up. Mail at t3medias.com or on social media. Let us know if you want to, or if you want to be on The Rundown with Chris Fagan and talk about the entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. Then let's move on to the next topic, and like I said, hit us up, guys, and look out for those shows. Show support, hit those follow buttons, and we'll see you out there. Moving on to the last topic of the day. So, Joseph Quinn, aka what was it, Brandon Mountain? Eddie Mountain from Stranger Things season 4, breakout star, man, huge star. Was at a comic convention. So my wife comes in and she tells me, "Have you heard about what happened with the guy who played Eddie on Stranger Things?" Like, no, what the hell happened? Because usually when a conversation begins like that, it's something with a hotel. So I'm like, what the what? So I was like, no, what happened? She goes, he was at a comic book convention. This is, his character is the new. Oh, what was her name? Justice for, was it Maud? What was her name? What was the girl from season 1 of Stranger Things that everybody wanted to come back so bad? He's the new breakout star from Stranger Things, and he's soaking up the energy, man. He's at the convention. So from what I heard, what happened there was that they oversold. They oversold his. What was it on? They oversold his meet and greet at the convention that he was at. I had a specific one. I guess I'll just use Variety. Jimmy brought the tears. I'll use Variety. Was it Variety that I used originally? And staff was mad that it was taken, because what he was doing was he was taking his time to speak to everybody. And they already oversold it. Now, before I get into what actually happened as far as reporting goes, I had my doubts. Like, look, I was trying to be 50-50 about it, but I was like, okay, look, because we know how fans can be when they got their new hotness and Joseph Quinn is the new hotness. So no matter what was going on or what's happening, people were probably going to be on his side no matter what. It's like the Amber Heard trial, right? Remember how fans were just all supporting Amber? No, he's a Johnny in this situation. So it was like, so I wanted to take myself out of that side of it because he seems like a good guy. He seems cool. I love what he does on the show. I don't know anything bad about him. But I was a little skeptical. Okay, who is in charge of the booking of those tickets, of overbooking? Let's say, for example, if the seating was only for 100 people, they decide, let's make some extra money. Let's sell 300 tickets. Who was in charge of that? Was it the people in charge, the staff, the people in charge of the venue? Or was it Joseph's management? Was it both? Were they all in collusion of this one? Because really it comes down to money. And then my question was, well, look at it from staff's position. They're prepared for, let's say, again, 100 seats. They know pretty much how that time's going to go. But then you tell them, but now we decided to sell 300. Staff could be like, man, I got things to do. I got kids at home. I got to go home. You're not paying me overtime. Are you paying overtime? Okay, let's get this going, dude. I mean, he's getting his money, obviously. You got to pay for that meet and greet, right? The venue, they're getting their money. Are the staff, who probably didn't have any say or control over this, they just say, hey, you got to work overtime. Why? Because it's going to be 200 more people than you normally would. But that's going to have us here till like, I don't know how long. I got to go. Like, oh, you quit. You know, I was wondering if it was a situation where the people with the staff were going to be like, they not have a choice, otherwise they would get fired kind of a thing. Is that why they were upset? Because according to what I heard was that staff was really voicing their frustrations about it and aiming it towards the actor. Because maybe, for whatever reason, I'm thinking, well, probably because they know he's getting paid and they not. Oh, no, who knows what it was about. But then I thought about it, I was like, maybe they split. If any of you guys know how this works, how does that work? Do the venue get a piece of that money, those ticket money? Because they're hosting the damn thing. I would think so. If every meet and greet is like $100, does the venue get like 20? And the actor gets the rest, and he splits the rest with his management and all that stuff. How does that work? If anybody knows, let me know. Put it in the box below. But let me read what happened first. Before I read off what happened in the Hollywood Reporter, I'm going to listen to exactly what happened because I have the video up. Now it might be a little loud than what I am because I really want to make sure that we all hear it. So I apologize if the volume is too crazy. But I got the actual footage, and I want to play it. So let me find it real quick, and here it is. This is courtesy of SWNS, a YouTube channel, which is also courtesy of other people where they got it from, because I know they weren't the original. But here it is.
Hi. Mine's not really a question. It's just more of an extension of gratitude, really. I'm sure a lot of us have heard what happened yesterday, whether it's true or not, about how you were treated. I won't really comment on it, but I just wanted to say thank you from all of us. We're really grateful that you're sharing your time.
Thank you so much.
And because I don't want y'all fans to come at me. It makes sense that he's doing it, because if he's been an actor for as long, and this is not his breakout moment, because this is going to lead to other things. It's going to be great. Barb, I think that was her name, Barb. I don't know what it led to, what that wave led for her. I can get onto reasons if it did or did not work for her. I can talk about reasons why. But for this dude, I see big things coming for his future. But the reason why I was skeptical when I first heard about it, I was like, well, who was in charge of that? Was it his idea? Was it, look, we got was this his publicist? Hey, we got this wave going on, baby. Now we can go to these conventions and, we sold 100 tickets, but we could probably talk them into selling 200 tickets, 300 tickets. And just, okay, we'll let you oversell, because that's what I heard. They purposely oversold it. That money partially goes into his pocket. But that doesn't take away the fact that she was right. Yes, he's feeling it right now. And he wants to, this is the moment. This is the time. I said that in a rap song I wrote a couple years ago. This is the time. We finally made it. And I feel like we've been waiting for our moment to shine. And right now, I'm being everything that you need. That was a lyric of mine. That's what he's doing. And I can see that he genuinely, but I was skeptical because I was like, but he's also getting paid. But also that's not new news. I mean, he's a working actor. He's supposed to. This is his time. You gotta pay them for their time. This is his job. So I kept asking, what is the story? Is it workers are upset because the low-level people didn't agree to all this, or they had to be, or they're forced to agree to it, otherwise they probably would lose their job. And they're sitting there like, I gotta go. I would be frustrated too if that's the situation. Now, if you're paying me overtime, I would just make it fair to everybody. For those who can stay. But if those who can't, because I'm sure, because with that influx of people, there was probably chaos. You have more people than you're supposed to. People didn't know where to go. People didn't know where to stand. It's just a bunch of confusion, and people were just getting upset. So I was thinking, how do we know that the frustration wasn't justified? The problem is, you're aiming that frustration on a person who's having a moment. And we already know how people feel about celebrities, all that celebrity worship. You ain't, look, I like try to say something, try to throw a stone at Johnny Depp right now during that trial. Be an Amber Heard supporter and say something bad about Johnny Depp. The whole world's gonna come down on you. And Joseph is having a moment. So I'm like, I hope this isn't a situation where when we get some distance from this, people are going to look back at that and go, oh, yeah, those workers probably had a point. I'd have been frustrated too. Because look at the movement of what happens with the temperature out there is hot enough out there, and like stop treating customer service workers or employees like crap. Like, that's also another movement. So I feel like it's going to be a clash. Did they have a point? Or were they just being dicks? Was it the low-level people, or was it the executive people? Because it all really comes down to money. Let me continue with it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for signing our things.
And you can see he's really feeling it.
For making our summer.
That wave of support.
We've all really connected with Eddie for one reason or another, whether we like his music taste or that he is the outsider, like you mentioned. I think all of us are part of Eddie. We've all travelled far because we all really connect with you as well.
Wanted to share those moments.
Really made
That's why he's getting so emotional.
And you really made mine as well. Like, you were just so nice to me at my guide dog yesterday, and however you were treated yesterday. We are so grateful. Thank you.
I'm sure as an actor, you got that moment where you feel like your work is now being appreciated. You're having your moment. But I was curious, and I'm gonna read the story. I want to see what their complaint was and how rude were they being. Because if we all agreed to oversell this thing, then think about it like this: you knew he was having a moment. That's why you knew that you were going to be able to oversell this thing to get some extra money in y'all's pocket too, as well as his. But him wanting to, all of this is happening at the same time, but him wanting to soak up this moment while this moment is happening is also likely too. You can't go for the, hey, we can probably make a little extra money by overselling some stuff and then get mad at him when he does it at the same pace because he actually cares and he wants to soak up this moment. Yeah. You having your moment, Joseph. Come on, let's speed it up, baby. We got other tickets to sell. Come on. Like, no. So I can see that point on his side, but I'm curious on what the situation was. So let's look at it. This is a response to that person that showed appreciation to the fact that he was getting attention.
Very kind of you. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you.
I think there is
being able to connect with these characters who mean so much to us, and as you say, we are all so grateful for your time. What is it like for you to be able to connect with your fans, knowing that they have this connection with this character you're playing?
I never expected this in my career, ever.
Right. That's why you're going to take the time to soak it up.
I have to be careful not to sound too grand, but it feels like something in Eddie has connected with people. And I don't know whether it's him representing being different.
Even bigger than Barr.
He's being his authentic self. Dustin says at the end, he was always Eddie. And we need to, we all have moments of not.
And people connect to that, and that's the end of it. So, I was just curious on what actually was going on. What happened? Let me see if I can read what actually happened. Stranger Things breakout Joseph Quinn broke down in tears during a recent appearance on London Film and Comic-Con. The actor, who became an instant fan favorite thanks to his performance in Hellfire Club leader Eddie on the 4th season of the Netflix series, couldn't hold tears back after a fan stood up to thank him for sharing his time with his fans. Reports surfaced on social media during London Film and Comic-Con that security hounded Quinn for interacting with fans for too long. So you're spending too much time. It's your appreciation, man. Come on, speed it up, baby. While signing memorabilia via BuzzFeed. The event reportedly oversold tickets, so y'all set that up, to Quinn's meet and greet, and thus wanted to filter guests in and out quickly. Okay. What did they say? You can wish in one hand and shit in the other, see which one's gonna feel. Quinn was like, no, baby. This is my time, baby. This is the time. We finally made it. And I feel like we've been waiting for our moment to shine. And right now, I'm being everything that you need. I'm telling you, man. Being a man is easy when it's, what is it? Being a man is standing by you when it's easy to leave. That was a lyric from an old song I wrote. Quinn apparently was chatting with fans for longer than security would have it. Security was getting tired of standing around. And if I'm not mistaken, security probably wouldn't even be involved in those conversations. They would just, that's a shut up and just do your job kind of a job right there. Like the powers that be, the people in charge of the venue, Joseph's handlers, management team and all that, they coordinated that, and the security is like, this is what's gonna happen. So yeah, they were probably frustrated, like, man, like, do I gotta get on too? I got kids or something like that. I'm telling you, I can see it from the frustration side of it. But I mean, I'm telling you, I feel like this is one of those stories that when we get some distance from it, maybe when the euphoria, I don't know what the best word of it, when the intenseness of his fame starts to wane a little bit or shift, that people are gonna go, yeah, that was kind of sucky for those security guys, right? The way Joseph Quinn was treated at LFCC is fucking disgusting, one attendee wrote in social media. Staff fully yelled at him to shut the fuck up and to just sign. Now, if you said that, then if I was Joseph, then I'd be like, not only am I going to write slower, I'm going to talk longer. Who the fuck you talking to? Now, let's see what happened here. Get back to the screen. And just sign and not to interact with fans because they're oversold and couldn't get all people seen. Then why'd you oversell it? Because you thought Joseph was going to be in on it. Like, we're going to get this money, man. Now, to be fair, maybe he could have been one of those guys. But you tried to do that capital bullshit with a guy who was having his moment and genuinely wanted to share in the spotlight with his new community. You done fucked up, A.A. Ron. You didn't think that this man was going to be nice to everyone who paid their ticket? Hey, thanks for coming out, guys. Bless you. Good night. And just throw the fucking thing that he signed across the room and get this towards the exit. Go, 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 go. No. You didn't check with him, obviously. Come on, baby, let's get in now. Get in now. Don't even talk to these people. He's like, no, you probably knew you couldn't say that to him because he knew he wasn't going to do it. But at the same time, maybe the people who were frustrated are the people who couldn't control it in the first place, or who didn't even make the decision. That's possible too. During a large Q&A session with Quinn, one fan stood up to say and said, "Mine's not really a question. Is we already heard everything that she said, and that brought him to tears. I think we've all connected to Eddie." Okay, but this is everything they said. Quinn was seen crying because of fan support. The actor wiped away tears, and he goes, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? I don't like this." Or even better, I do like this. Stranger Things 4 is now streaming. So that's okay, that's the end of it. So that's basically what we know. It's security. The security detail. But if they talk to him like that, like, dude, I'm sorry, man, that's the job that you signed up for. Maybe I can see it on their side because, they're not the ones in charge of making those decisions. They didn't ask to oversell it. Or maybe they were, but if they were included with it and were told about it, and if you just assumed that he was going to just, play ball, get that money, get these motherfuckers in and out, get their money and leave, because we got things to do, like, okay, you should have worked that out with him. But based on how I see him acting, he probably wouldn't have been down with that. Like, nope, I'm going to give everybody their time. You're going to secure. But I could also see the chaos. Look, it all comes down to whoever had the brilliant idea to oversell it in the first place. If you'd have stepped to the schedule, obviously it wouldn't have gone down the way it did. People would have, the time management would have been more of a calculated, more expected kind of a thing, and this whole thing wouldn't have blown up the way it did. But somebody got greedy, and the majority of that money is going into Joseph's pocket. And maybe a partial of it, and that's why I say, let me know in the comment section how that all works. If you work for a convention and stuff, maybe I'll ask the powers that be over at Comicpalooza, because I'm curious on how that all works. Where does the money go? Does it all go to the actors, the talent? I would imagine that the lion's share of it goes to the talent, then whatever their natural agreements with their handlers is, they get their portion, management, publicists, etc. But there's a piece of that also go to the venue. And how that all divvied out? I would imagine so, because like nobody does anything for nothing, right? Now they're coming to see you, but they're coming to our venue, and we got to pay the rent too. So I'm curious to know if you work management in a convention, comic book or cosplay, whatever it is, the conventions like that. Let me know exactly how it works, because I'm curious on how that all be divvied out. Why would security be so involved in it unless they were involved in the planning of it? Are they going to get a piece of that money as well? I would assume so. You're probably an hourly job. But if you're on the clock, you're on the clock. Anything could happen. And if you don't like it, you could quit. But you're going to take it out on the talent. You know you're going to get fired. Especially if you tell them shut the fuck up. Especially when they're having a moment. It's not going to work out well for you. When the guy's having a moment, the guy's having a moment. You can voice your frustration to his management, quit, or file your complaint. But to do public humiliation, especially a man like that, no. Like if he's any like a man like me, like let me go full screen real quick. Like who you talking to? Is exactly what I'd have said to you. Who you talking to? Who you hollering at? Is exactly what I'd have said to you. Tell me to shut the fuck up. You fired. Because I can't imagine that anything. I mean, I know fans can be crazy, and who knows what's going to happen. That he does need that security to get in and get out. He probably does. But I couldn't imagine that he was in any danger. But I don't know, man. Or even better, after the video. Okay, who was that who told me to shut the fuck up? Who was that who told me to shut the fuck up? It was Carl? Okay. I'll handle him after we're done. And then after the venue was over, we'll be looking up some new replacements. Like, hey, Carl, I'd have had my manager handle it. Bring him into the room. Did you tell Joseph to shut the fuck up? Well, he needs to hurry up. Okay. Well, you're fired. That means you get your shit and leave. Okay, you're never gonna work in this town again. No, that's all. And all threats come in. I'm telling you, they're gonna. Security dude Carl is gonna be handled. So I'm not worried about it. But guys, let me know what you guys think about the whole thing with with Joseph. I'm enjoying his wave. I enjoy his character. I'm looking forward. I know he's going to be back in the next season because of what I've heard about his character, how he died, the bats, things like that. His type of character. Maybe he's going to come back as like some kind of a vampire thing. Will he be bad? Is he going to be the new? Look how Vecna is being treated and the love for him. Now, if Joseph becomes a maybe he will, maybe he won't. I doubt it because Vecna's still out there. I feel like we haven't seen the end of Joseph Quinn as Eddie. I feel like he will definitely be back, and I'm looking forward to it. So let me know what you guys think about that, about all the other topics. I'm sorry about what happened with the stream. I had to cut this into 2 parts because it glitched. So look for the first half of it if you want to see those other things. I segmentize this stuff anyway, so don't worry about it, guys. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the comments that came through. And until next time, guys, I got to go. So have a good one. Oh, man. I forgot to hit that button. I'll give it 20 seconds and let that stream out. The outro music play a little bit. You know, that's what this is for. Don't forget to, like I said, like and subscribe. Smash the like button and all that stuff. Become a subscriber, become a member, support the channel. Super chats also help. Don't forget to look out for the other shows that's on the network as well, guys. And until next time, Chris with the rundown. Peace.